Hey Pokemon fans, do you enjoy our content? If so, consider contributing to our Patreon. As little as $3 to $5 a month goes a long way, and it helps us to create content for years to come. While you're here, want to know the best place to purchase all your TCG needs? Sunshine Games has everything you need at unbeatable prices. Their location in Tampa, Florida is also the friendliest place to go to shop, play, and relax. Check out sunshinegamesonline.com or come by the shop. We'll see you tomorrow.
What's up, everybody? And here and today, for this deck profile, we're going to be doing an update on the Leon Charizard deck here. Now, this one goes all the way back to Vivid Voltage, but Brilliant Stars has given this deck so much to work with. So the whole point of this deck right here is this Charizard here with both Battle Sense and Royal Blaze. Attack does 50 more damage for each Leon in your discard pile and has 100 attack base here. 2 fire energy, that's not bad. So with 4 Leon, you're going to be doing 300 damage. And we have ways to get this even further now. And Battle Sense is a very good ability as well. Once during your turn, you look at your top 3 cards, you add one of them to your hand, and you send the other ones to the discard pile. So an inbuilt way to help get your Leons in the discard pile faster. And because of that, obviously we are going to be running this guy in an absolute 4 of. And since it's the other part of the deck, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the Leon supporter here now. We are running 4 of it. And during your turn, this Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So this boosts up 30 damage. So, situation, you got 3 Leon in your discard. Activate the 4th Leon here for your turn. 4 Leon in discard plus the effect, you're doing 330 damage right there. And that's not even including Choice Band and all that. So, we are now at a point where there is not a single V-Star, V-Union, V-Max that we cannot one-shot. We could even one-shot Eternatus V-Max now, which is absolutely crazy. We got 4 of those. We are going to be running 4 copies of Charmander and the 1 copy of Charmeleon to help out. Just to help give us another bit of, just give us another option. Just in case the rare candy file doesn't always work. I am running a 1 tech of the Moltres that we got from Brilliant Stars. I am thinking about upping this up to 2 because it's just really. So for a single fire energy, does 20 damage, and if this has any damage counters on it, this attack does 70 more damage. So just a continuous 90 for a single fire energy, helping us soft up a lot of things, especially in case if we're not able to get all 4 of these in the discard right away. So 1 for now, and as I said, I am heavily debating on upping. We're going to be running 2 copies of Altaria and 2 copies of Swablu. The Altaria here that we got from Evolving Skies has been a big aid to this deck with the ability Tempting Tune. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and shuffle your deck, then put that card on top of the deck. So this helps stacks up your Leons for Battle Sense to get, or you can just get any supporter there, you draw it off the Battle Sense, and then you've got that supporter you need for the turn. And for more Pokemon here, we're going to be running 2 copies of Snorlax. I did run 4 copies of this last time, but with some new cards that we've gotten, I think only 2 is necessary. Gorman dies. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, draw cards until you have 7 in hand, and then your turn comes to an end. So, very good for the early game to help set up your hand. And for the last 2 Pokemon I'm running 1 copy of Lumineon and 1 copy of Eldegoss. For this deck, this lineup can really come in handy. So this one right here, when it's placed on the bench, can search your deck for a supporter. You can add the Leon to your hand. And this one right here, you get a supporter from your discard into your hand. So let's say you've already got the 4 Leon there and you just need to push for that 330 or 360 damage. Go ahead and get it back, play the Leon again, and get that damage you need to go for the knockout. Alrighty, and that does it for the Pokemon lineup. Now we go into the supporters here. We've got ourselves 3 copies of Marnie. Some people are honestly not even running this card right now, but I still think Marnie's a very good card. Being able to disrupt your opponent early game is always a good thing. Got 2 copies of Professor's Research and 3 copies of Gloria. It might be a little bit weird to run 2 copies of Professor's Research in this deck, but we've got so much stuff to work with that you honestly don't even afford into. And Gloria, for this deck and any single prize deck, Gloria is an absolute godsend. It's basically Bridget all over again. You play this supporter, you search your deck for 3 basic Pokemon that don't have a rule box, and then you put them on your bench. So it helps you get set up both your Charmanders and your Swablu, or Snorlax if you need it. And more supporters here. I am, of course, running 2 copies of Raihan. Yes, I did get a second full art Raihan since the last time I did this. So, fully blinking out with the Raihan now. Really, really awesome. You could easily run this card at 3. Like, it's just that good. You play this card, if one of your Pokemon got knocked out the last turn, you attach an energy, a basic energy from your discard to that to a Pokemon, then you search your deck for any card. In one prize decks, this card is an absolute. And we're gonna wrap it up with 2 copies of Boss's Orders. Nothing too crazy for the supporter lineup. So with that, that does it for that, and we have quite a bit of items to go into here. Quite a bit of ones that, thank you to Brilliant Stars, have made this deck a lot more powerful. First one is the obvious one here. We have 2 copies of Choice Band. Now, what Choice Band does, for those of you who don't know, is that Pokemon that this is attached to does 30 more damage to Pokemon V. That means V, VMAX, V-Star, V-Union, anything V, this does more damage to. That's how we get our 300 to 330. We are one-shotting, literally, if it's not in Eternus, we're one-shotting every VMAX in the game. We're easily one-shotting every V-Star. But like I said, we've got, it's a little bit easier, even though it's not in the meta right now, it's easier to one-shot in Eternus VMAX. That's really, really cool. The reason I'm running 2 of these and not more is because not only do we go through our deck a lot, we also mill through our deck a lot. And I don't want to end up milling these when I need. Plus, these stars are very popular right now, and they have less than 300 HP, so you could, but you don't necessarily have to equip this to deal with a V-Star. And obviously, of course, we got our 4 copies of Rare Candy here. Gotta get into that Charizard as fast as we can. I'm gonna be running 3 copies of Ultra Ball. Pitch 2 cards, look for any Pokemon you want. If you got multiple Leons in your hand, this is a great way to get rid of them. Especially if you don't feel like going through with the Professor's Research. We are also going to be running 2 copies of Evolution Instance. Only 2, because since this can search for any Pokemon, you basically have 5 ways to get your Evolution. And 6 ways to get your Basics, because we also have the Glorious stuff. We're going to be running 3 copies of Switch here. Now, Switch is a pretty important card, because a lot of our Pokemon have kind of heavy retreat costs. Charizard here has 3. The Snorlax here, to no one's surprise, also has 3. Luckily, Eldegoss and Lumineon don't have much of retreat costs. Same with Moltres, only 1. Altaria luckily doesn't have a retreat cost, but I don't have to worry about that. But quite a few Pokemon do need it. And for our stadium here, I am going to be running 4 copies of Magma Basin. This is another one that has been an absolute godsend to us. So what this does is during each player's turn, that player may attach a Fire Energy card from this card pile to one of their bench Fire Pokemon. If they attach it that way, they put 2 damage counters on that. Not only is this another way to accelerate our Charizard, this is the way that we get damage counters onto our Moltres to have that do 90 damage for a single Fire Energy. Which is another reason why I'm heavily debating on running 2 Moltres. And speaking of Fire Energy, we are going to be running only 8 Fire Energy time. Only 8 because we have a way of getting it back from our discard pile. So I don't think the 10, 11 is necessary for this build, but that is up to you guys as deck builder. So, with that, that concludes our updated Charizard deck profile here. If you like it, be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like, comment down below, and be sure to check us out on Twitch if you guys are watching this on our recorded video. And if you're watching us live, be sure to subscribe to us on Twitch, be a member for us on YouTube. Helps us out greatly and helps us combat that algorithm. So with that, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and make sure you're drinking plenty of water.